you're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
How's it going, guys? Let me know if the audio's messed up or anything like that.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Enemy. Light. Mother. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon.
Overhaul.
I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm using all of drag stuff right now since the plugin fix is now a thing. I can fit all of his mods in. Yeah, I can also show you what Wasteland floor overall looks like now. I like it a lot. Has law for it and everything. He did a damn, printer co-op did a damn good job. Yeah, I don't like Anro's Nevada Skies. I'm never gonna use it. I take it this is from a World of Pain? I've never actually used Nevada Skies of World of Pain, so I don't know. Or New Vegas.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I was really confused for a second.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
It's Tale of... What do you mean, game tag? Did I tag the wrong thing? I don't know. Oh, Tale of Two Wastelands. It's Tale of Two Wastelands.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Um, reason why it's called that is just it's I don't know. It's Tale of Two Wastelands, so I thought that's what I'd call it.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't set that as that. I don't know why it's doing it. It's kind of
moly.
funny.
If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
I don't really care. I'll fix it afterwards.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
I haven't actually played just regular like in the Mojave in forever. Feels nice.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
I'm using one of the legionary races from Drag's new mod. Oh, for sure, yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, I can't say I'm a big fan of this weather, but what can you do?
Hey!
It's a bit better. Have you tried out the new Wasteland floor overhaul, Raven? I think Printer Cop did a great job.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town.
Yeah, I'll try and fix that, the NPCs not having Drags races right now. Yeah, Vert's Wasteland floor overhaul. Printer Cop remade the whole thing. Has tree lot and everything now. And yeah, thanks for the compliment, man. Yeah, he remade it like last month, I believe. I'm not sure.
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
What the heck? I'm confused. Just a moment. Yeah, I haven't had any of Drag's mods on this in TTW before. I just added it before this, but I don't know why it's not implementing them correctly. Well, that explains that one at least.
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Well, I'm about 10 minutes in this playthrough, so I'll probably just start over, see if everything's fixed. Maybe this will fix it, I'm not sure.
I'm done.
Yeah, Verts is nice. That's like, I'm really happy Printer Co remade it. I was looking forward to that for a long time. Yeah, I kind of rushed and just added all of Drag's stuff on top of a previous like mod list I had made. Probably wasn't the best idea. Should be fixed now, and they should be all in the correct order and whatnot.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't.
Yeah, it's just, it's not like any big issues. It's just like
go through a couple of questions.
Feel bad for not getting it sorted beforehand. Oh well, live and learn.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a Legion playthrough with Drag's new mod though. That looks like
Night.
I've only got to test it for a bit, but it looks amazing.
Mother. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it looks like I love Rise. It's just like in comparison, like it seems to fit so much better. Like he just did a great job. That
Alright,
and
I guess
Wasteland
that
Floor
does it.
overall were the only things
Come
I
with
was
me, I'll
really
see you out.
anticipating, and they both came out, so I'm pretty happy. Once the Frontier comes out,
Here,
this will be a
these are
really good
yours.
year for Fallout.
Was all you had on you when
One
you
of
was
the
brought in.
best.
I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin.
Okay, so it should be all good now. Yeah, yeah, I've heard that too. Like, the lead developers said it's supposed to come out in a couple months, but we've heard that a couple times, so I don't know. Alright, so that should be fixed, hopefully. Yeah, for sure. Still vanilla. I don't... That's strange.
Cheyenne, stay.
Oh, I think... What could it be? Maybe it's... I'll just run loot, see if that fixes it. Hopefully. I can't say I've ever experienced this before. I'm kind of confused. It all looks alright. I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. It might be the World of Pain patch, honestly. Yeah, this is definitely, like, this is my favorite look for my A and B for sure. The sky, just, it looks great in my opinion. And yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be like FNC too. I've never actually tried FNC yet, surprisingly. I need to get around to that sometime.
Cheyenne,
Nice.
stay.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that's like my two favorite EMBs are 47 and my EMB, and they're both very different when it comes to taste. But I like mine. Like it's what I've been using for the last year. I haven't really switched anything up. Maybe it's that. I don't know. The NPC ESP is at the very bottom of my load order. It's overriding everything else, so I don't. And the only other variable that I've added is a World of Pain patch for New Vegas Redesign 3, so I'm assuming it's that. If not, then it doesn't, like, I'll get it sorted out tomorrow, but I'll just play today. It doesn't really bother me that much, it's just kind of annoying. Yeah, I need to get around to playing FNC for sure. It looks nice. Oh, I don't know. There's obviously some conflict, so I'll have to look in F&V edit and see what it is, see what the issue is. Yeah, I use like a couple features from Solid Project, but I tend to turn most of them off. I only use it pretty much like animated interactions, not really anything else.
Cheyenne, stay.
Alright, well, time to go do this again. Do you know what Drag's next plans are? If he what's he planning on doing? Yeah, that I use just mods like Sprint. That's I
Now,
might
see the
fully switch
sarsaparilla bottles
over.
I
I'm not
placed there?
sure like yet, but once he integrates animated interactions, there's no reason for me to use Solid Project anymore.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
I know
Follow me.
Vile
It's just down to the southeast a
gets
short ways.
Hitman to do like most, if not all, of his animating, and he said that's the only reason why a couple things haven't been added. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was definitely a good showing by the community. They they answered the call within like the first like 20 minutes. I wanted to like support them too, but there was the money wasn't needed. I just realized I forgot one thing. Something a little bit important. Yeah, for sure. But the work that he does, like, people are down to donate for anything. Like, his mods are good enough, like, people would actually just pay to have them, but it's nice that he gives them out for free and keeps modding going. His mods and TTW have been, like, the main things that have kept me going, like, kept me into Fallout recently. Yeah, for sure. I've never spoken to him personally, but from what I've seen, he definitely looks like a nice guy. Yeah, honestly, pretty much, he's one of the few that's left. Oh, I'd say he's by far the best. I don't think anyone would argue that. Much better.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko... Let's see if we... Oh, that's it. Come on!
Advent Father seems pretty good at rigging too, but not the same, like... Drags has published quite a bit more.
I knew it! Yeah!
Advent Father. He seems like a pretty nice guy too.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with two of us. Come with me.
Yeah, Advin's like, and he's willing to like teach people to rig too, like sit down and like show them step by step. Like that alone is just, that shows good character.
Teach you to mess with me. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you've done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Yeah, this is probably the first time I've played Vegas in like actually a couple months. I just took a bit of a break. Been enjoying it. That's pretty preoccupied, but want to get back being active on gun and all that. Actually, I have an idea for like a photo contest if you guys want to do that. You know that quest, with the buddy that, he does all the nylon signs where you have to, like, go take photos in game? If, like, a contest to, like, see who can get, like, the best looking or unique shot of those locations, like, in, like, an order. It's something to do. It's like, it's the only like photos that's actually involved within New Vegas, so I think it'd be kind of neat. It's, yeah, the quest for buddy's name is Michelangelo. I think it's called like Finding Inspiration, something like that. Yeah. There hasn't been one in a little bit. I was just thinking, it's an idea, maybe.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower.
It's not your fault.
Let me think now.
Only so many
I know I've
ideas you
seen
can
brock
have for,
flowers
like,
growing up at the graveyard,
screenshots and
and I seem to
whatnot.
remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty time consuming to set one of those up. like the idea for the last one though, that fit the month of October perfectly. Yep. Yeah, it was Cuck's buddy. Yeah, I remember. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was unique, and actually, like, a lot of people participated. I definitely liked it. Yeah, I've never actually used like a World of Pain for New Vegas before, so I find it like really interesting seeing all the new locations. So, yeah, this should be a fun playthrough. I also never started in the Mojave while playing TTW, so just a bunch of new things. Yeah, that's why I never really tried it beforehand. I can't say I'm one for like mods that really like change like the vanilla game
Let me see what you
too
got.
much. Besides like
Yeah, these will do
look-wise,
just
but
fine.
I figured
Just fine.
I might as well give
All
some
right,
a
now.
shot.
We're
I
gonna be
enjoyed
making
the
something
bounty
folks on the
series a
trail
bit.
call
They
healing
were
powder.
alright.
Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe.
Yeah, you can add as many mods as you want. Combat in New Vegas is always going to be a bit janky. I'd say this is probably one of the more underrated mods that I've ever seen. Is I think it's Little Bits by Tuix. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but that's. I wish more people knew about that mod. It's great. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I've never really spoken to him either, besides in like the Discord a little bit. He seems like a fairly nice guy. Everyone I've come across on Gum seems pretty nice, to be honest. Do you use TTW? I think I've asked you before, but I can't remember. Yeah, I figured you did. Have you heard anything about what they're intending on doing for 3.3? It looks good. It's deviating a lot from how I view what TTW is. I'm not sure how to feel about it yet until it comes out. And yeah, I remember you actually mentioning that he helped you with that pack. I just forgot. Gotta love New Vegas. They're integrating, they're rebalancing how leveling works, and they're like overhauling the economy. They're also adding like a lot of new armors and stuff that aren't vanilla. Like it sounds interesting. I just don't know how to feel about it because like, I've never been one to really add new weapons or anything like that to my game. So like it's not optional; it's just in there by default. So I don't know how to feel about it yet. Like with all the bug fixes and stuff that's included, it'll definitely be worth it, but it's just, I don't know. Yeah, that's basically my opinion on as well. Like if it doesn't change the vanilla feel of the game too much, like it still feels like that like intended, then I have no issue with it. But if it just feels like a new game with the changes that they're making, I don't think I'll be too happy. But it's their mod, they can do whatever they want. It's just I don't know how to feel about it yet. I could be completely wrong and it could be just great, but it also sucks like all saves from before aren't going to be compatible, and I have like 5 playthroughs with hundreds of hours that I just will never be able to touch again when 3.3 comes out, so it sucks, but oh well. Also, mods like Eve and WMX are actually just not gonna work at all anymore, so which is good. Like they'll be remade, so I'm not too worried about that. To be honest, that's not a big deal to me yet. Yeah, that is true. Going from 2.9 to 3.2 was a big change. This, from what they've said, like 3.3 sounds like a bigger difference from going from 2.9. Yeah, that is true. I'd say, like, when it comes to gameplay changing mods, like, besides TTW, of course, I'd say WMX is by far my favorite. It's really the only one I've used for years. I haven't not played with it in, like, 5 years.
Evening. Hi there. Sticking around. Hi there.
Okay, then.
Sticking around.
I'm done being nice.
I guess it's the
If you don't
NPC
hand
one that's a
Ringo
little
over
bit
soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning
different.
this town
Yeah,
to the
WMX
ground.
is
Got
honestly
it?
like essential for me.
We'll keep
Like,
that
I've
in
loved that
mind.
mod forever.
Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
They've already
What
said
the
that
hell is
there's
your problem?
something in the works.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for
Yeah, I'm
Ringo
gonna
if he
be
asks for
a lot
help,
more
which he
active
hasn't.
of late, though.
Personally,
don't think
I
I'm
hope he
gonna be
sneaks out of
working
town one night and
as
takes the
much.
powder gangers with him. You mean murder him? That's not our way. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, help. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it
Yeah,
hasn't
I'm
been
going
working
to for
since.
sure.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area's merchants. I didn't hear exactly, but the fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15. He'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. Be careful out there. Feeling thirsty? Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work. You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
So how are things going, like, where you're living? We still haven't had a single case of corona in my area, surprisingly. Like, not a single one. That's bound to change soon, but for the time being, it's pretty nice.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight. It's a two-player. The goal is to... It's why you won't see Caravan in any... Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a dex, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
Yeah, I don't... Through Canada, I don't know what the total cases are. I know in, like, my district there's nothing, but I think throughout all of Canada it's not too good. Like, Quebec got hit pretty hard.
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Yeah, that's more than likely.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Yeah, his wife got it, I believe. I think she's recovered from it though. But yeah, that was kind of scary, 'cause that would have been terrible. Last thing we need during this whole situation.
I don't think Joe Cobb knew what hit him. I'm hoping you took him down for a good reason and not for fun. Say no more. I'm in. Even though Joe Cobb's dead, his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
I'm also like working in a grocery store, so it's like,
I'll be waiting.
if someone's gonna get it, it's gonna be me.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Goodsprings by killing Joe Cobb like that. His friends might come looking for him, and I don't think they're gonna care who was involved in his death or not. Well, what's done is done.
Yeah, that's true.
What can I do for you?
If I I'm still living with my
That does sound like a
parents
good
and
plan.
whatnot, so
All right,
I
you seem to
wouldn't
know
want
what...
that, obviously.
Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Howdy.
What can Easy Pete do for you? Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Evening.
Yeah, after I finish this quest, I'll probably run up to the strip, start like some of the Legion stuff, something like that.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The power. I'll be.
I've never actually done this battle with bleed, so I don't know how this is gonna go.
I'm hit!
Didn't go too badly.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but
Yeah, that was.
I know they'll understand once I
was a
explain
joke.
things. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Well, at least I can go do the Powder Ganger quest and kill some NCR, since I'm only shunned. Yeah, I'll do the Powder Ganger quest and probably call it a night. Definitely feels good playing again though. It's been too long. Yeah, I'll probably stream like once every 2 days now, honestly, just for something to do. I enjoy doing it. I really wish these guys had some forms of audio. That's kind of annoying. Are you kidding me? Selling 50. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with the stability of my game, though. I remember when I first started modding how hard it would be just to get everything all sorted. Besides the NPC overhauls faces not loading for some reason, everything else seems to be working perfectly. I was not aware that a World of Pain added someone in here.
You like that?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely some conflict with the game, like with reload or redesigned and Drags mod. This is interesting. Yeah, I tried to set up all this stuff probably 5 minutes before I started streaming. I've had them working beforehand, so I'm not too worried. Lord. Okay, well, I'm too low level for that. Yeah, I do like the sunsets a lot in my EMP too. Happy with how it all turned out.
Any lawman that comes after me
Any
won't have it
lawman
easy.
that comes after me won't have it easy.
Kinda does. That's actually kind of a perfect comparison. It does kind of look like how I'd envision that.
Look at you. Walking in here like you're one of us. Don't you know this is Powder Ganger territory?
Yeah, I think before the Drag's latest Legion,
was the Big
overall,
House.
my favorite was
New
probably
California
the Powder
Republic
Ganger,
Correctional
Great
Facility.
Khan,
Not much
overall.
correcting went on here. Just slave
I
labor.
love both of those.
One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory. Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me. All right, you can go on in. Can't guarantee your safety, though. Just saying.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, this is perfect.
Dawes said he let somebody in. So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside? This is Powder Ganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traitors on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say? Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there.
Hey.
Yeah, besides the frontier though, like everything else that I was waiting for actually's already come out, like faster than I was expecting, so besides that I'm not really awaiting anything. Feels kinda nice. Well, like, this plugin fix is actually just kind of incredible, like I didn't think that was ever going to be a thing. That's true. I forgot about that, honestly. I remember, like,
Take cover!
shit. Yeah, I remember, like, Stewie mentioned it a couple times in the TTW Discord, and, like, he said he hadn't really progressed anywhere, and then, like, a week later, it actually came out.
You like that?
And that's one bug that's at least never gonna get fixed. Apparently, is like NPCs shooting you when they're looking away from you. I guess that's just some hard-coded engine thing that can't be fixed. Wrong save. Yeah, it's like, it's not a big thing, it's just kind of, it almost would make, because combat in New Vegas isn't overly hard, to be fair, it's kind of weird, getting shot when an enemy's not looking anywhere near you. Okay. Do you know if Super Pelly has any intentions on doing any more like texture packs or anything like that?
You eyeballing me? Damn, running low on smokes again.
Super Pelly, I believe his name is on gun. He made Super Pelly's like disorganized texture pack.
Had enough.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if he was active or what was going on. I hadn't spoken to him before either. Well, that's a pity. Some of his work's great. His adobe buildings are also quite neat. I'd never heard of that mod until, I don't know, like 4 months ago and tested them out. They're pretty cool. I've only been around for almost a year now, I'd say, something like that. So I still don't know the full dynamic of all the people.
What? I'm happy you cleared that up for me, but we've got another situation to worry about. There's a merchant hanging around near the prison. Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him. Shake him down if he's legit, but if not, take him out.
Evening.
Yeah, for sure. Like, when I first saw the mod, I'd never really thought about how, like, I didn't think it would really fit in the game, but then once I used them, it's like, these are amazing. Like, somehow it manages to fit in the game, like, rather seamlessly.
I'm hit! Damn! I'm hit!
Yeah, that's understandable.
Damn, running low on smokes again.
What's Devade been up to? I haven't spoken to him in a while either. I know he's like a lot of stuff going on, like IRL. Is that not Devade, the main guy on Gun?
What?
I might be mispronouncing his name, I just assumed that's how you said it.
Good. Had him
Yeah.
figured for NCR. One of the Rangers, maybe. Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim. The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something, I can feel it.
Hello.
Yeah, that's what I figured. The only discourse that I'm in that that seem like active like every day is pretty much just the Frontier Discord and the TTW Discord. Which is understandable. They're pretty much like the only two mod projects that have like a large following. Well, I suppose FNC, but I'm not in that Discord anymore. I'll probably run up to Nova or Nipton and see how Vulpes looks now. Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. Some con... We don't have the...
I'll go take a look. I haven't really looked at any of the photos or anything on his mod page because I just wanted to see them firsthand by myself. What the?
Hey.
That is interesting. I see that a World of Pain changes a lot.
You lost?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Check your fire!
That's not gonna end well. Yeah, I think I'll actually
We won't go quiet. The Legion can count on that.
I think I'll actually like the dog head more just because it like I don't know. I'll go take a look right now. I'm curious now. I saw the other day that Senator Gaming released some overhaul that I pray for anyone that actually uses that. I can only imagine how poorly scripted it is. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, PM's retexture's great. Yeah, that was the only thing that was missing for the longest time was a Legion armor retexture that just hadn't been done for some reason. Which is kind of strange when you see all the obscure stuff on Nexus. Oh yeah, he does great work. Him and Printer Co-op are really like the only two active, like, great textures around. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Did he mention that on his post? I read it through like the first bit, but I didn't read the entire thing. I gotta actually share some screenshots of that on Gun.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates.
That still
It's
looks pretty
useful that you
damn
happen
good.
by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail.
I don't know if I prefer
And
it or
then,
not, but like I
when
say,
you
it's
move on,
equally as good.
I want you to teach
Still looks
everyone you
damn
meet the lesson
I'm
that
impressed.
Kaisar's Legion taught
I
you,
think the armor's great.
especially any NCR troops you run across. Then I bid you Wale, until we... Was there more for us to... Where to begin? That you are weak, and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of your moral sickness, your disillusion?
Yeah,
Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
yeah. I remember reading in the post that it was you and Piper did a lot of testing on the mod.
Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
It does look great though. Like I'm very
Yes,
impressed.
and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal,
Do you know if he ever has
some
any
are
intentions
punished,
of doing a
the
similar
others
thing with
made to
NCR?
watch. And I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed. You're unusually bright for a profligate. Well done. Now go, and teach what you've learned here. There will be more lessons in the days ahead.
I'd say this lighting is pretty perfect for this encounter. Yeah, if he ever intended on doing like pretty much the same thing they did with the Legion, like just more of more within like the original look of the game.
Whoa! Hey.
I'm just asking. I know that Yeah, I've used it. I'm just asking out of curiosity. Yeah, I wasn't saying that it's not. I was just curious, more or less.
What? Sounds like they're already here. There's no way I'm letting them take me alive. There's no
Oh, no, no, no. No, I'm using it right now. Okay, yeah, alright, that... I was wondering if he was gonna do something along that, if he was thinking about redoing some of his previous overhauls, besides the Legion one. Okay. Neat. Yeah, with what he's done with the Legion, like whatever he does with the NCR, I'll definitely be looking forward to that. That's perfect for me, because I've always loved his work. I'm just kind of a weirdo, and I've always been kind of like a purist when it comes to textures and whatnot for some reason. Like I've always used like his NCR one because it's similar enough. It's just when it comes to like his like first Legion overhaul, I personally never really use that too often. His powder ganger one's perfect though. He doesn't have to do anything with the powder gangers again. That's actually what I was gonna say earlier. Like, if like I was curious if he was ever gonna get into like TTW. Because like, I could just imagine how great that would be.
Not half bad in a fight, are you? I figure you had a lot to do with me still breathing
Oh, really?
after all that.
What is he planning
I don't
on
have any
doing
more work
with
for
upgrades
you,
from
but feel free to stick around as long as you want. You never know when the NCR will be back. Not bad in a fight, are you? I know. I don't know what to make of you, you know that? I know I can't really trust you, that's for sure. Still, you've helped us out some, so maybe I ought to repay you some. I've spread the word about you to a bunch of guys out in the wasteland. As long as you're not an enemy, they'll cut you some slack when you're near their camps. Trespass too long and they'll come after you.
Hello?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Hello?
It's awesome that he's like still working on like New Vegas. Like, he's one of the main people keeping the community alive.
You eyeballing me?
Well, I think I'm actually gonna end it off here, guys. Thanks, Raven, for stopping by and watching me muck around. Yeah, I gotta work in like 5 hours, so I should probably get some sleep. Anyway, night, guys.